Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq, hey, what's up? Hey.
Whoa.
Hey, how's it going?
Ho, ho, ho! It's a Merry Christmas!
Hold on, next week is the Christmas episode.
Is there actually a Christmas episode?
I don't fucking know. Maybe, I don't know. I know Super Sentai's doing a Christmas.
Of course they're
episode
doing. They have no fucking respect for themselves. But I thought. No, I mean, because I was thinking about this because I was like, when was the last time Kamen Rider? Because Kamen Rider's had Santa episodes. And
they have Santa toys.
No, but I'm trying to think. Was there an X-Aid? Was there an X-Aid Santa episode? I'm trying to think of
Wasn't there an X-Aid where they had the stupid chibis dressed up as Santa?
I think that was a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but I don't think we're getting a. Listen, there's too much. Maybe that'll be the next 13.5 or whatever episode. It'll be.
You're right. There literally was a Christmas.
God,
okay, William. I'm gonna post to you what Kamen Rider looks like in a Santa outfit. All right.
I'm trying to think how many there, because I think Wizard had one too.
Okay, here's my guess. I'm gonna officially put it out. It's just regular. It's whatever Kamen Rider for the season, right? It's just his regular base suit, but with a Santa hat on top of it.
Okay, well, you're not gonna guess this, all right?
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'm gonna post the image right now, and you can just look at it. Oh, that is a very small image.
It is a very small image.
Yeah, you know what's funnier is that the Kamen Rider Wiki has an official Santa Claus page.
It does.
Specifically to Santa.
The Super Sentai page Wiki has that exact same thing. Ready to talk about Santa.
Yeah, the 16th episode of Wizard, The Miracle of Christmas.
Oh my god.
This shit's fucking wild. If this show didn't have 75 fucking characters in it already, Tassel would just play Santa for an episode, but instead, they've got too much fucking shit going on.
We don't know next week. Tassel could just show up in a Santa outfit, alright? We don't know. Remember, he is so disconnected from the show, right? That they can literally just film it on the spot before the episode airs. Like, oh fuck, get Tassel in and put him in a Santa outfit, and then just film and edit that in.
You know, we were going like on a solid stream of like episodes where I was like, wow, nothing ridiculous has happened. And now this episode isn't bad in my opinion because of like, you know, Toma gets used as a sword by his sword because, you know, that's the world we live in. It's like there's just too much that happens in this episode.
There's a lot of stuff that happens. There's a lot of stuff.
There's just like Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm just looking through the I'm just looking at the Oh, maybe it's just nope, there was a Christmas themed everything comes back to Gaim. There was a Christmas themed version of the Orange Lock Seed.
They release Christmas toys. Basically every year they release for Christmas. Hey, you can get a Kamen Rider cake, all right?
There is a Happy Brave, a toy exclusive variant of the Brave Dragon Wonder Ride book with red and green color background on its cover.
Every year for Christmas they release a stupid Kamen Rider cake.
Yeah,
where they release the exclusive Christmas version of the season's gimmick.
But it looks like the first time that it happened was because of Wizard. That's funny. Yeah, starting in 2012. It's all Wizard's fault. It's all Wizard's fault that we canonically have Santa in fucking.
No, what was before Wizard? Was Wizard? Wizard was
after Forza.
No, Forza had it too, but Forza's Christmas was just the clear switches. They didn't have Christmas theme.
On the wiki it says Bandai
Christmas.
Even though Santa Claus had only appeared in the Kamen Rider series once, Bandai still produced some toy-exclusive Kamen Rider collectible devices for the season. Starting in 2012.
Oh, because I know Forza did it, but they didn't have the Christmas theme. They just buy a cake and we'll give you some stupid toys.
The full like list of appearances of full-blown like Santa is like just Wizard. It's all because of Wizard's fucking fault. Anyway, so William, just so you know, Santa's a fucking canon in Kamen Rider.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say
so
that
is
he
God.
was a kid that he wait, huh? What?
God exists too.
Okay, are they Kamen Riders?
No, it's just God. Why, no, it's just God. All right.
Depends on which one.
What do you mean, which one? Okay, Santa, how about that?
No, Santa's not a god.
No, I mean,
What are you talking about? It's Jesus' birthday, William, not Santa.
That's not what I was saying. That's not even what I was asking. I was gonna ask if Santa was the Kamen Rider, or
No.
No? Okay.
No, that'd be stupid.
He just gives the Kamen Rider the Merry Christmas ring.
Okay, so wait, what? What is that?
Yeah,
what is that?
I'm not going to explain that
further.
further. I'm not going to explain that further. I'm just going to let you think about it.
How would you explain? Please.
No. I really can't. Like,
wait, we don't have time for that.
It's just one throwaway episode where they just made Santa fucking canon, and they've never fucking, like, let us forget.
So wait, is God a Kamen Rider?
What? No. Yeah, God is just God.
No, hold on. It depends on which Kamen Rider series.
Okay. Are you being for real? Is God
I mean,
an actual Kamen Rider?
Genorabuchi has a fucking type, you know?
Oh, hey, so I'm looking at the Santa page on Kamen Rider, right?
Uh-huh.
Hey, so remember how I told you how within the Kamen Rider and Super Sentai fiction, they existed as Nazis and the clan, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Remember, right? Oh yeah, there was a Nazi Santa, by the way, apparently.
What?
In Sentai?
Okay. No, in Kamen Rider. Tariq, you're on the Kamen Rider page, the Santa Claus page right now. Scroll down to imitators.
Oh no! Oh shit! Hold on, I just closed the window.
Yeah, there was a Nazi Santa. All right, and so welcome back to our weekly unnamed discussion series about Kamen Rider Saber, a weekly discussion series where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge about tokusatsu, enjoying every by my friend William. That's you, William.
Yeah.
A person with no knowledge of Santa Claus, as we're joined by our friend Tariq, who believes in Santa every year, as we discuss the latest Kamen Rider season, Kamen Rider Saber.
God, there's so much.
Alright, so welcome to Kamen Rider Saber episode 14. These feelings dwell in the sword. Hey, yeah. Tassel's still alive.
Yeah, Tassel's real shook.
Yeah, apparently
he couldn't believe it.
He just left his world, went to another world to see someone die, and then came back. That's all he did. That's all he did, and I don't know why.
Yeah. He really didn't do much to help the situation, or... God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay?
I found the imitator section. Yeah. The other computer I was looking at it on was it's really bad and old, so I couldn't get the images to come up.
You could have pull up Hitler Santa.
Oh boy, that is not the Black Santa that I'm about.
Hey, so this episode pretty much ruined all of our theories about Caliber. I'm really mad about that shit.
Oh, that was the ultimate, like, fuck you.
I know, I was really mad.
Just immediate, like, but also, hold on, I never felt more correct in my joke about the fucking George W. Bush mission accomplished, like, thing, because it's just like, yeah, we did it. Anyway, none of that mattered. All of your efforts are wasted, and thousands of American lives have been wasted, and we've been in Iraq for the last 18 years.
The hot political commentary here for the Philippines.
It's not political commentary. It's just commentary.
I mean, people could take it as political, but then again, for our audience,
did we accomplish our mission, George W. Bush? I don't think so. Did Saber do anything of actual value last episode? Turns out, no, he didn't. He really didn't.
He got a new form that he barely used in this episode. After he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not gonna use it anymore.
No, he didn't use it this episode, which was like the ultimate blue balls. Oh my god. So yeah, we're right back to the typical. Well, this is the first time that what's his fucking face? Tassel doesn't actually like start off with his one lecture. Like he's gonna, you know, steal your children.
Jesus.
But but he's just like in the middle of a fucking panic attack, just dealing with the death of Kento, which, I mean, I guess they're being kind of coy about his death though, and they're like, or at least they're being like way less like they're not even believing that he's fully dead. They're just like, he disappeared. I'm like, motherfucker, either he's dead or he's not. At least if he dies and he gets revived, that's like, that'll feel like there was some consequence. But if you just say, oh no, he went up into a poof and was consumed by darkness, it's like, he died. Just say he died. Say they killed him. Say it. He's dead. You killed him.
Yeah.
But so Tassel's just fucking weeping, and then it turns out that Saber he didn't do shit. He made his big old fire attack on the book. All he did was contain it. Cool.
Yeah.
And it's going to go out eventually. Because that's how
normally how fire works.
Yeah, that is normally how fire works. But also, fire doesn't normally create rings around a floating book in this, like a 75-foot long book in the sky, and float around. I also shouldn't be, like, complaining too much, but, like, about this not being here anymore. But where the fuck are the bubbles? What happened to that whole subplot about how you need to figure out the bubbles? Have we just stopped giving a shit about the bubbles?
Maybe we should just be grateful at the fact that they're not here.
No bubbles, and no explanation for that weird fucking goddamn 3D effect that they had. Like, shit.
Look, maybe the real world and the book worlds have started merging to the point where it doesn't matter now, right? Maybe that's what's going on.
Or the writer that put the bubbles idea into the plot fucking died of COVID. I don't know. Japan doesn't want their numbers to can be pretty deceptive about their numbers with pandemics.
Guys.
Also, there's this scene with the Rowdy Rough Boys where I almost thought Storius was about to molest Zuos, and I'm really glad that he didn't. Like, at the beginning, he just, because Zuos gets all up in his face, and then Storius, like, moves to touch his face, and I'm like, whoa, very daring, Kamen Rider. Are we getting a gay relationship? No, we're not getting a gay relationship in this fucking show. They might look like it, but no, not this time. But on a serious note, what?
Oh, did we?
Look, Tariq. We've only ever had one gay pairing in Kamen Rider, and that was when the guy was in the body of another guy who was going after another guy. All right, and that guy was a bird.
Yeah, I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Yeah, and I'm a bird.
Yeah. But yeah,
no, that means not. Wait, that means absolutely nothing
to you. It really
to
doesn't. But all right, I'll just accept it.
So we find out that Disaster. Remember, he's still in the show after making a cameo.
No, Disaster's here is like fucking. It's Disaster's. Switch it. The new meme is, instead of I'm playing both sides, it's just it's Charlie screaming "wild card" in the back of the van while the brakes are gone, because he's just like. He tries to pick up Calibur's sword, which, again, they should have been able to pick that up. They should have been able to find that. It's just sitting there.
At first we were like, why did they see the sword from above, right? But it was just surrounded by a cloud of darkness, right? But then that brings up, why did no one just see the mysterious aura cloud of darkness that's just hanging around?
Or the, like, I don't know, 3-4 foot sword just sticking out of the ground. Like, it's just there. It's not like it fell flat on the grass. Right, where they had to like look for it really with a metal detector. It was just stuck in the ground, poking out. But yeah, Disaster shows up and reboots Calibur. Just fucking soft reboot so he could get a software update.
Yeah, and also Calibur is just gonna stay in Jaru Dragon from now on. He's like, fuck that bitch. Well, so here's Calibur's smart.
Well, so like, here's the question, because we don't see him transform anymore. We don't see him transform this episode, and he's just stuck in, like, Jao Dragon. And I don't know that this completely invalidates our theories that, like, Kento is new caliber or like within the sword or something.
Yeah, that could be it.
But
the problem is they still refer to as they're fighting caliber. They're still like, ooh, previous swordsman of fire.
Kamijo,
yeah. They're like they're still doing that.
I mean, to be fair, Caliber Kamijo, second Caliber, was being pretty coy about it too. When Kento was like, "Are you my dad? What happened? Why?" It wasn't until he actually showed his face that he learned that like he wasn't his dad. So I mean, but there is. I mean, so it could still very well be like that Kento is doing the same thing. But I think it's funny that they. Okay, so here's my overall problem with this entire episode, just because we're gonna keep going over stuff that happens. There's so much fucking shit that happens in this episode.
Yeah,
and
there's normally like 20 new forms that just shows up this episode. But
also, normally, if this shit, like, if a rider leaves, if a rider dies, right, or main character dies, normally, just in a narrative, in a story building like sense, you take a little bit of time to like slow down for a sec and like have the characters reflect and like we've kind of closed off this arc and we need to like like the Megiddo need to re-strategize, the swordsmen need to figure their stuff out.
Yeah, we're just find Sophia.
It turns out this was just the beginning of this like 7-episode arc, where it's like I get that the book is still like a problem, but they just decided no, we still have like this car could still go to 270. We're at 100 right now. We're just burning this shit out. And they're just they really don't get much time to like process the shit that's happening, even for the audience, but like the characters in narrative don't get that much time to process what the fuck just happened. They get enough time to go back to the base for snacks again, and to cry into their snacks.
Also, they don't question that Sophia's missing, apparently.
Yeah, Sophia's been gone. Like, she just gave May the keys and was like, watch this shit for me.
Yeah, and then she gets taken, and then everyone's like, where is she? And then, we move on past that.
No, everyone just forgot she exists, apparently. They just went out there I was like, oh, May's here. She's the new Sophia. Well, we don't care. It's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Right? It's same thing.
It's COVID.
Sophia, same thing.
It's COVID.
Yeah.
It's COVID. Anytime a character's gone for more than, 2 weeks, it's COVID. That's the answer. Except if they're dead, like Kento. Say it, cowards.
Yeah.
But yeah, then Toma's the one to, remind them, we've got to save the world. Anyway, I'm keeping the sword. You guys can have the books. Fuck off. Because if I've learned anything from Fairy Tail, fire and lightning is the best combination.
Yeah. Also, you have 2 swords. All right,
yeah.
and that makes
he has 3 swords, so he's also Zoro.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He has King Arthur. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Which is again interesting. Going back to the King Arthur thing, because they're like, okay, we gotta go stop this book that Toma honestly didn't actually accomplish much. But I mean, I guess it slowed it down from opening by putting a fire circle around it, so it didn't reach Fahrenheit 451. Again, cowards.
Also, Trick, real quick, I just like to get this out the way. Hey, Espada, Kento still appears in the credits, by the way.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't know if that's a blue balls or not.
But he's not driving next to Toma and Rintaro anymore.
Yeah, and he doesn't appear in the end credits, because here's the thing. So normally when a character dies in a show, you write them out the credits, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because that character's not understand. They've done that before in the past with Kamen Rider X when a character dies, like ooh, this character died, so he was gone for 2 episodes.
We got one less Kamen Rider now.
Yeah, but then he appears back in 2. Yeah, but then he comes back as a bike, and then he's like, oh, now I'm back in the show. Put my name back in the credits. I'm here again. I'm part of the cast, but you still have my graphics? Put me in the opening.
Yeah. But I was just gonna say about the fucking King Arthur book. So we get to the other big book, which I have problems with that. Because it's an actual trifold. But and Rinto's just like, dibs, I want it. Can I have that book?
I mean, to be fair, it was made out of blue books, so
I don't. Well, no, it was just like fucking 3D printed plastic at first, like just regular old beige plastic.
Yeah, but it was being made out of blue books is the thing. We see Daimoji fucking inserting all the blue books.
Right.
Like,
But Rintaro asks at first, please let me have let me have its power. Apparently, it's like first come first serve on fucking power ups around here.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is ask.
Oh, you mean like that? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. All you gotta do is ask for this shit. So Tetsuo is just like, yeah, sure, give me your ride books and I'll put it in. And yet, it also requires the King Arthur book. I don't know why.
Because it's a blue book. They need more blue power.
Yeah, they need more blue... blue books matter.
Okay, we have that joke now. Alright, cool.
Yeah, listen, I've made a lot of jokes in this. I'm keeping it...
Don't worry,
on their toes.
Don't worry. As according to Google Analytics, none of these comments were make any sense to Southeast Asian viewers, alright? Who listens to this, okay?
Yeah.
So, we can talk about Pete Buttigieg as much as we want, and no one in Southeast Asia is gonna know who he is.
To be fair, no one in America really knows who he is anymore either.
Okay, hold on. I seen SNL, and I somewhat got an impression of who he is. All right.
Yeah, like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they all fucking rush off to fight the Rowdy Rough Boys, and then they're like, "Oops, Caliber's still alive. Guess we fucked that up."
Yeah.
For some reason, Toma doesn't go Dragonic Knight.
Right away.
Everybody really wants to show off their friendship to Kento, so they're all fucking using his various books, and like Toma's using his sword.
Also, they assume they cannot beat him because they just took his book.
Yeah, friendship.
Right? Yeah,
friendship. Turns out friendship doesn't really matter that much. It really doesn't go well. It's actually pretty stupid. If anything, this episode could be just described as like friendship means nothing, because it's just them passing around books like left and right, like just playing hot potato with the books, and just like, oh, you use my book, oh, cool, just trading them like Pokemon cards. And then,
also, apparently, it established that any swordsman could use other swordsman's swords. Apparently, I didn't realize they could actually do that. I thought each swordsman gets their sword, like, all right, this is your sword. You keep, like, I thought it's like your social security number. You keep this to yourself. Don't tell anyone about it.
Yeah, don't let anybody else steal your identity. Turns out, anybody can steal your identity.
Yeah, if you die, your identity is up for grab.
Yeah. So, does this either does this debunk our theory about May becoming like freaking?
I don't know yet. I would just say that I joked about Toma having like 2 henshin devices, which I realized later has absolutely been done multiple times throughout the Kamen Rider series of people using like having 2 different devices. But like now that he has Kento's sword, like he just stole an entire fucking like set of rider equipment, I guess, basically. Like, it's just really funny to me that it's like, oh, I was joking, I didn't actually want you to have 2 swords, but I guess you do now. That's your choice, fuck you, okay. But yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid.
Also, there's just random lights in this industrial warehouse, apparently.
Yeah, hey,
really, just leave their lights on.
Hey, I mean, it's another classic set piece of Kamen Rider, the random warehouse, like water refinement center. I don't know.
Yeah, just have bright lights on. All right, that's what you do. You need those bright lights. You need them for the effects.
Yeah. But it like they all have these moments of like remembering Kento and doing shit with his yellow books, and it's like I understand for the point of like again friendship. Like
friendship's important.
Remember Kento? Don't remember how awesome he was, how we all loved him. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but like, you're not gonna win this way. This isn't. You guys got bodied 5 against 1, like fighting him. What do you think is gonna change by you using just like Kento's books? Toma, use Dragonic Knight. Use the book. Use the book. Just use. Stop it. Use the book. Put the big book in your slot. Use the book. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop fucking around. Like,
also, there's nothing from stopping him from using Dragonic Knight to go to Dragonic Knight, right? And then using Kento's sword, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely not. He could use Kento's book in Dragonic Knight because it has the hungry
it has
hippo.
the book reader. Yeah, the stupid dragon head can read books.
Yeah, the hungry hippo on his
and
arm.
you just insert the head in, and you're like, okay, now I can use the sword, and that'd probably be way cooler.
Yeah, and then the Rowdy Rough Boys show up, and like they're like, well, man, now we're really fucking outnumbered, and they just, it's baffling. It's baffling how like illogical all of the like the sequence of events that happens, because it's like this would go completely differently if you just did the thing that you did last episode and used the book. But I guess this is supposed to be the other 3 in Blastoise's episode, because like the other focus is just we'll let the other 3 fight the Rowdy Rough Boy trio, and you know, that'll be like, oh, they each get their own opponent, and by working together they fight. It's like I don't honestly give a shit. You didn't reveal anything of importance through this fight. They all passed around books to each other, and
what do you mean? We learned that fucking what's his name can make clones of himself. Also, so remember how we were talking about how they just fucking cut fightings, cut location in this scene, right? So did you notice how when Tetsuo show up, right? They're fighting in the street, right?
Yeah.
Like in obvious Japanese streets, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then the 3 of them start fighting the Rowdy Rough Boys, right?
Yeah.
Next scene's that they cut to, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're in a fucking warehouse with no
Well,
reason.
clearly they went to the warehouse right next door, and they were like, hey, let's go fight up these stairs, and they all walked together in a single file line, socially distanced from each other, and then they were like, okay, cool, and go. And fucking start fighting. But yeah, I mean, did you mean that Storius can fucking duplicate himself? Yeah, I don't really understand how that's his power, but fuck it, fine, I guess. That it's you know, we have the. I thought what was gonna happen with Slash though was he was gonna do another sound thing where he's like, I can hear which one is the real one, and he's like, no, I'm just gonna use the 3 Little Pigs book and just fucking shadow clone myself. Fuck this. Like, I'm not gonna waste time with this shit.
Yeah, they really jip you in thinking it's gonna go in one direction, but then it goes in a totally different direction. Where like, yeah, it makes sense, but why did you make us think it was gonna be sound?
Yeah, I don't know.
Even though his entire gimmick is sound.
Yeah, right. Well, it's sound and a gun.
Yeah,
but guns make sound, so it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, that is true. You got me there. But yeah, and then the book still opens up, and this is what I mean by like, where the fuck do the bubbles go? Even the giant book in the sky, when the worlds are like crossing over, doesn't fucking drop bubbles. What the fuck were the bubbles then? Why were they ever like relevant or in there at all? Did they run out of like bubble blowing juice? Like, did they spend all their budget on other shit, and they're like, oh, fuck, we don't have enough suds to blow bubbles.
We literally see 4 forms? 4, 5, 6 forms this episode, right? So these suits cost a lot of money.
Technically, I think we see, like 6 new forms, because there's the 3 that, no, because Tomo's the other one that used
Oh yeah, because Toma gets use Aladdin.
Toma uses
Aladdin.
Uses the hookah lamp. Ren uses Sonic the Hedgehog. And Ogami uses Ren uses Cerberus. I don't have a joke for that one.
Yeah.
And then there's Needle Hedgehog with Ogami. That's 3 new combinations. Then Ogami also uses the fucking stupid
Ren Rock Band.
Yeah, Bremen no Rock Band, which there's an HBO show that came out apparently back in the 90s that had a bunch of fairy tales.
Okay.
And it describes depicts the Bremen no Rock Band or the band of Bremen or whatever.
Yeah.
It's an insane cartoon. It's like
okay.
I don't know what the fuck HBO was thinking making cartoon shows for kids in the 90s, but like that shit is trippy as shit. But yeah, and then we also see Slash using the Three Little Pigs book.
Yeah. Well, technically they had to make 3 suits because if we watch it, it's clearly not the same suit, green screen and 3 times. Like it's clearly 3 copies of the same suit that they made. Because here's the thing. Because in Kamen Rider, sometimes they get cheap, right? And when they do these stupid clone shit, right? They would usually just have the suit in front of a green screen, right? Yeah. And then they just green screen that. They just duplicate the green screen footage, right? But in this one, this is actually 3 copies of the exact same suit that they just fucking made for some reason.
So what? Yeah, they just we saved money by not spending it on fucking Machine Sentai. So now we can spend it on Kamen Rider. They saved money
by not spending it on bubbles.
Oh,
you know what the cost of a bubble these days is? Don't you know about the Japanese bubble burst of 1985?
Oh, well, please inform me of this. Please inform me of this great knowledge that you've bestowed
me. I actually have to look up the actual. Hold on. Bubble economy. Hold on. Resident expert on all things Japan. Yeah. Economic bubble in Japan from 1986 to 1991, in which real estate I mean, it's the same thing as like the bubbles that we had, but it just happened earlier. It's like the Great Recession, but sooner.
But sooner.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it fucked over the economy just like any economic bubble would. But it was just really funny because it's like, haha, bubbles, Japan, we can't have those anymore.
God.
But yeah, then Disaster gets all hard because he's like, oh, fuck yeah, oh, God, the book's opening, oh, it's gonna be an awesome party, dude, oh, fuck yeah, we're gonna murder everyone. just losing his shit by the cars, while other people cower at the gold dust falling on their faces. I don't know why you would trust that in 2020. If I saw a giant book open up in the sky and gold dust started falling, I'd be like, well, that's anthrax. I'm not taking that. But anyway, Toma continues to get his ass beat by fucking Caliber. I feel like it's just whoever uses the yellow sword has to be stupid, and get his ass beat by Caliber. Because clearly that's what it is, right? It's draining Toma of any fucking logical intelligence, any strategic intelligence. You have a book that you literally used last time to just tank all of the hits that Caliber had on you and blow him up. What are you doing? Why are you taking these hits? Why would you actively choose to let yourself get beaten like this? But don't worry, because Ultimate Chad Rintaro shows up. Fucking.
He's just casually taking his time as everyone's fighting. Right? He's
Wench by his side with May in tow, just ready to. She's still definitely DTF on Rintaro. She is thirsty as fuck for that watery boy. But yeah, and then he just pulls out the big book and turns into Blastoise, and it opens as a trifold. So, remember last episode when you were like, maybe it was easier to make? I don't know. Well, clearly they have the technology.
Well, I don't know.
They've mastered spring hinge technology.
Maybe it's only for good guys, okay? Maybe the bad guys can afford it, because all they do is hang out in a dingy little library.
I'm talking about Toma. Toma's Dragonic Nightbook is just like it slides out like it's a fucking card reader. Like, I don't know why Rintaro's opens up into 3 instead of Toma's where it just opens up and then pages just shoot out like make an extendo sword. Like,
if I'm gonna give a logical explanation for this, I'm just gonna say Toma spends all his money on books and rent, and he can never afford anything else.
No. Toma spent all his money on stupid Japanese streetwear clothing. All right, he has to get hip on the latest Japanese streetwear.
From a man in a white hood in an underground lair. He didn't buy that shit. He took it from him.
Look,
he didn't spend money on shit. Also, there's this weird shit like there's weird. I don't know if it's like. I don't know if it's supposed to be cute or if it's supposed to be funny, but like, May just does some weird ass fucking like lion mimicry when Rintaro's like transforming.
Yeah, I saw that. I was very confused. I was like, oh, okay.
And I was like, is anybody gonna talk about that? Gonna talk about the child that like that wandered onto the set and started playing pretend? Just you're not helping the situation.
Also, the worst part is she literally runs towards them as they're fighting. Right? She literally just runs towards them as they're fighting.
Look, man, she ran towards somebody with a helmet and a fly swatter at one point. I don't know why you're surprised that she's gonna do it.
That's the most prepared she's ever been, by the way. The most armed and like defended she's ever been.
Yeah.
And,
maybe she just got too thirsty and just forgot, and went for that hydration that she was so after.
Yeah, well, as the kids say, Blades now has that drip. Even if he looks like Blastoise.
But he's a Transformer, so it doesn't matter, alright?
Oh, yeah, he also just fully transforms into a lion, which is the most batshit thing I've seen. There's no consistency with this show. There's no fucking... It's not that, like...
I actually thought that his stupid lion thing he had before would just show up.
He's ridden the lion before, but instead...
Yeah, so we know He-Man, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's fucking Battle Cat.
So you know how He-Man has that stupid line he has?
Yeah, it's Battle Cat.
Yeah, Battle Cat, right? And then when he transforms into actual He-Man, the cat also transforms, right? I thought that was gonna happen. I thought he just was gonna summon the lion gets a fucking up here. But no, he just fucking combines with the lion to form the super lion,
Hey,
apparently.
If you've ever watched Zoids, or, God help you, Gundam Seed, you know that the only thing stronger than a mech on 2 feet is a mech on 4 feet that looks like a tiger and runs around and has laser guns on its back.
Yeah, so then Toma just leaves them. He's like, I'll deal with this.
Hold on.
Getting his ass kicked earlier.
Hold on, I'm still on Blades. Because, okay, so he has this whole transformation thing, right?
Yeah.
So, one, it's called King Lion, like, Daisenki, which I believe is like, just great legend, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah. Or the Lion King.
Oh, it could be that too. To be fair, my initial theory was that I thought he was supposed to be Aslan from this entire time.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And technically, Aslan was a lion and a king, so I mean, yeah. But also,
and Jesus. Don't forget, he was also a representation of Jesus.
We
came back to God. We came back to God at some point.
Hey, Jesus is the one true king. That's why he was killed. Anyway, Christmas.
Yeah, it's all Christmas. It's all ties back to Christmas.
But like, so it's the idea of this being a lion. Like, I want to make Lion King jokes about it, but it's just like too easy. So the real thing I'm going for is, hey there, all you cats and kittens. It's me, Carol Baskin, here as Lion King to shoot this down. Or we use him as Joe Exotic, and fucking him on a tiger ranch, as the Lion King, because there's so much to work with there. I'm waiting desperately for the Netflix sequel to Tiger King, Lion King, Daisenki. Also his how the books like or the transformation the belts say like they're shit for them when they're
One of William's favorite audio design.
Yeah, it just goes at the end and goes, in layman's terms, it's a fucking warrior who fires cannons. Oh, thanks for fucking telling me, book. I didn't know. I didn't know what the fucking layman's terms for a dude with guns on his back would be. But yeah, he turns into a lion, which is the stupidest fucking thing. Also, yeah, if proof positive that Toma could have absolutely used Dragonic Knight and just fucking used Kento's books with Dragonic Knight, Ritaro then proceeds to take all of the books, shove them in his Blastoise's mouth, and then fire. Yeah. I don't know why none of this was done beforehand, but fuck it. And then apparently he needed the King of Arthur book back. I don't really know why. Because then Toma uses his books to fly off into the fucking... Again, it's just like, okay, haha, eagle form, go! Like he's the fucking Wonder Twins. He could have just... Again, all of these problems can end with Dragonic Knight. You can summon a fucking dragon and ride it. Why did you need to go into your Wonder Combo form to fly off into the, book? Use Dragonic Knight. Don't use anything else. Just use Dragonic Knight. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. This episode is just... This
was really busy. I'm not gonna lie.
It was like... It would have been good if it had been spaced out more, but because I got all of the things happening and none of them really made logical sense for the characters, I just kept, internally screaming, why the fuck are you doing that? Why the fuck are you doing that? What is happening? Why is this happening? This is dumb. I don't like any of this. Why is he a lion now? Why does he get the book? What? Why is May doing fucking, Carol Baskin impressions with her fucking lion dance? It's just, it's insane. It's just fucking insane.
This episode happened super fast. Maybe, I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe it's just we had a lot of depression last few episodes. Maybe we'll just lighten it up a little bit, with the power of friendship. It lightened up
once Kento died. All of the depression was caused because of Kento. They got rid of Kento. The problem's gone.
Wait, remember, if you keep looking at Kento was the only one that was depressed, alright? He
was the only one that was depressed, cool. And he kept bringing everybody down. He even brought people down this episode by dying, so he really can't fucking win.
Jesus.
If he had stopped fucking throwing his... Kento... I joked about before, but, Kento got beat like Caliber was his real dad. But, he just... It was like watching a 2-year-old try to fight, a 25-year-old. I know there's, old man energy, an old man could still beat your ass, but, this was literally a 20-something-year-old fighting a 40-year-old man and getting his ass beaten down senselessly 3 times. And then the next episode is, something revealing the truth, but all I see are flashbacks and no Dragonic Knight, so I don't see Toma learning his lesson. Oh wait, there is Dragonic Knight. Never mind. Last second.
Yeah, no, it's back. It's back. That's coming back next episode.
Yeah, okay. What a
no, wait. God. Apparently, so if you guys noticed during the ending, Espada does not... Espada appears in the ending, but Kento does not appear in the ending. So I don't know what the fuck's that about. What's that about?
That I think is also relevant.
That's mysterious. I don't know what they're planning with that. There's actually a different ending sequence this time, because they literally cut out all the Kento footage. Also,
there's a little bit of Kento. There's a little bit of Kento in there.
Oh, was there a fuck?
There's a second of Kento. It's not the same amount of Kento's around. It's oops, we didn't take that. We forgot to edit everything out.
Because someone brought it up to me how last episode the Kento footage was very small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're getting rid of. They're writing him out because he kept depressing people. Yeah.
Jesus, man. Get rid of a character because he's depressing.
Yeah, he kept oppressing people. He kept fucking fighting and getting beaten. Everybody had to watch it.
He kept
And
getting
everyone had
kids
to deal with it.
And then his blood got on everybody? God.
No, that's
Fucking-
Rintaro.
No, Rintaro had the self-respect to spit all of his blood on the ground like a good boy. Never let anybody tell you that spitters are quitters, William. Okay. Rintaro did his duty. He spat on the ground away from Kento's face. Hey, that's proper COVID protocol. If you're coughing up blood, don't cough up in somebody's face. Don't look them in the eyes while you're dying and coughing up blood. Cough on the ground. Let your blood drip on the ground where it can enter the water system and possibly pollute the entire city.
No, I know.
Jesus
Tariq,
Christ.
I have a Brita filter. It filters out stuff out, so it's fine. It's fine.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
the power of Brita.
Yeah. All right, that's how we're ending this episode.
Yeah.
Will, do you have any final thoughts?
No.
Of this week's
Hey,
episode?
No.
Brita filters filter out water, and who was important in this episode? The water Kamen Rider. It's all coming back together.
It's all coming. Just like Santa Claus will come next week.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's it. That's this week's discussion review. Whatever the fuck we call this series. All right, coronavirus is still a
It's
thing.
therapy
Wash your
session.
hands. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Bye.